Let's welcome the Fire Girls and Mo the Firewolf.
With the All-Star break here, the Fire look to cement their place among the TBL favorites and take their perfection into April. In their way is an old foe from south of the Red River as the Texas Seveners look to upset the Fire and prove that they deserve a seat at the table. But Chuck, Ricky, KD, Deshaun, and the rest of the Fire look to knock off the upstart Seveners in front of the best fans in TBL and extend their home win streak to 27. Tonight, it's Fire versus the Seveners, live from Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, Oklahoma. It's time for Fire Basketball.
Same old faces and I hear that same old talk, and I'm searching for the latest thing I break in this routine. I'm talking some new kicks, ones like you ain't never seen. This is home. This is Mean Street.
Fire fans, welcome to Fire Country and Mean Street.
Down here, they're the living dead. Come on down. Jazz in Mean Street.
All right, Fire fans, let's meet the Potawatomi Fire. At forward, 6'7" from Dillard, Louisiana, number 1, Byron McCowan. At forward, 6'6" from Wiley College, number 3, Ricky Artis II. At forward, 6'5", CBC, number 5, Rustin Hayward. At guard, 6'2" from Ribbon College, number 6, Jalen Mahone. At center, 6'9" from Charleston State, number 11, John Cathy Macklin. At guard, 6 foot from Milwaukee, number 14, Darius Roy. And at center, 6'8" from Baylor, number 15, TJ Maston. And now the starting lineup for your Potawatomi Fire. At guard, 6'4" from Harris Stowe, number 0, Deshaun Munson. At forward, 6'8" from the University of New Mexico, number 2, Shakai Simmons. At guard, 6 foot from Tarleton State, number 4, Chuck Guy. At forward, 6'4" from East Central, number 8, KD Moore. And in center, 6'10" from Alcorn State, number 13, Chris Brad. The head coach for the Fire, also the 2023 TBL Coach of the Year, Mark Danhoff. Assisted by Emmanuel Toney, Rashad Streetfeld, athletic trainer Taylor Williams.
for the Seveners: Devin Reed, Sean Gardner, Chase Cobb, Jakeem Akers, Mike Vigilance Jr. For the Fire: Deshaun Munson, Ja'Kai Simmons, Chuck Guy, KD Moore, and Chris Brand. Seveners coached by Kendrick Bryson, assisted by Anthony Smith. Fire coached by Mark Danoff and assisted by Manny Toney and Richard Stringfield. Officials for tonight's game: Kevin Huey, Quincy Smith, and Kenneth Eric. As we get set for this opening tip, Fire wearing their white jerseys tonight with red lettering and red numbers, blue trim as well. The Seveners in their black jerseys tonight, white numbers, sky blue lettering and sky blue stars and stripes down the sides of their jerseys, and some black trim as well for the Seveners. The Fire will start off this game if you're watching on TBL TV and listening on KGFF Radio. Fire starting off going left to right, Seveners going right to left to start. Chris Brand in the center circle set to take this opening tip. He'll go up against Mike Vigilance Jr. Brand 6'10", 240. Vigilance 6'9", 270. Getting the thumbs up from the officials, and now we should be set to get underway here. Ball is up in the air, and the tip is controlled by the Fire. It's Guy with it, gets it over to Moore. KD on the far wing, near wing, goes up top for Guy. Back over to Moore. Moore near side, guarded by Gardner. Moore up top for Simmons. Simmons circling it around far side to Guy. Chuck looking to work on Reed. Chuck will try to turn the corner. Chuck will stop, pop, fire a long two, and Chuck Guy gets the long two to go to start this game. A good start for Chuck. Had a triple-double in their last meeting against the Seveners. Here is Vigilance. He'll hand off to number 10, Akers at the top of the key. Akers working over near side to Gardner, down low for Vigilance. Vigilance going to work on Brand. Vigilance is going to spin, fade away, put up the tough fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound grab by Simmons. Simmons out to Guy, and Chuck quickly up the floor, trying to get it to Brand. Brand tips it to Moore. KD's little jump shot is up and in. I don't know if he's going to get credit for the assist, but Brand definitely should. As Gardner has it at the top of the key, goes inside to Vigilance, has it knocked away and stolen by Guy. Here is Chuck. Chuck working over to the far side. Chuck going to try to turn on the Jets and get inside. Chuck does, puts up the tough shot, can't get it to go, but he's fouled and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul is on number 2, Devin Reed. That is his first, team's first. Chuck at the line, shooting 2. Chuck, like I mentioned, a triple-double in his last meeting against the Seveners, as that first free throw by Guy is too strong, no good. After starting off incredibly strong from the free throw line this season, 21 of 21 in fact, Chuck has struggled just a bit. But Chuck with 31 points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists in his last game against the Seveners back on the 8th. He does get the second free throw to fall, so Chuck splits the 2 free throws. Fire off to a 5-0 start here. About a minute gone by in this one, just over a minute gone by. Here is Cobb. Cobb on the far side will work around a screen. On the near wing, Cobb trying to get inside, goes inside, loses it, and it's a charging foul on Chase Cobb. KD Moore drawing the charge right there, as Cobb will be called for his first. It's an offensive foul, so not a team foul. Trying to get everybody lined up, as KD will inbound the ball for the Fire. He'll get it in front of the Fire coaching staff. Goes into Guy, and Chuck brings it up the floor for the Fire. Chuck guarded by Reed in the backcourt. Goes over to Munson. Munson far side, hands off to Moore. Back over to Guy on the far wing. Down low for Munson. Munson working down low, gets inside, spins, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Ball being tipped around. Rebound grab by Akers. Akers looking to push. Gets it out to Reed. Reed will stop into the corner now for Gardner. He'll fire the open 3, and Gardner's open 3 is good. That's one thing the Seveners do really well. When they're able to get out and run, they can really space the floor out and get those shooters to their spots. Here's Chuck, goes over near side for Simmons. Simmons up top for Munson, over now to Guy on the far side. Chuck working around a screen. He'll stop, fire a long 2, and Chuck's long 2 rattles in. So Chuck Guy with 7 quick points in the Fire lead 7-3. Or excuse me, 5 quick points I should say for Chuck as the Fire lead 7-3. Here is Reed. He gets it out to Cobb. Cobb fires the 3, and Cobb's 3 is up and in. A nice quick shot there by Chase Cobb. Comes in hitting 40% from 3. That's 17 points back on the 10th, a season high for him against Shreveport. Here's Moore, goes over to Munson. Munson on the far side, goes up top for Moore. KD will fire the straightaway 3. That's off the mark. Rebound, though, grabbed by Simmons. Simmons gets it out to Guy on the near wing. Chuck will back out, reset, 10 on the shot clock. Chuck backing out, looking for a screen. Chuck trying to turn the corner, getting inside. Has the pass deflected, out of bounds. It will be Fire basketball.
Last touch by the Seveners.
3 seconds on the shot clock. Chuck to inbound. Chuck trying to find somewhere to go with it. Long inbound pass to Simmons. He'll put up the three. That one's no good. And it will go out of bounds. It'll be a shot clock violation technically, as it will be a turnover, and it will be Seveners basketball. Reed will inbound the ball, and he gets it into Gardner. Milligan not here for the Seveners. He's their primary point guard. He is unavailable. So is Agunane, and so is Jones. Here's a three by Vigilance. That one's in and out, no good. Rebound grab by Simmons. Out to Guy. Guy up to Moore on the near side. Moore working around the screen, trying to get inside. Kicks it back up top for Chuck. Over to Simmons again. Simmons, a nice little pump fake. He'll get inside. Simmons hangs, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound fought for, grab by Vigilance. Vigilance to Cobb. Cobb will attack. Cobb will go up, and that is blocked by Guy. Rebound grab by Moore. Out to Munson. Munson up to Brand. Brand shovels to Simmons, and Simmons lays it up and in. A beautiful fast break right there by the Fire. Munson to Brand to Simmons for the lay-in. Here's Gardner, though, quickly down the floor. Gardner has it knocked away, and it's stolen by Simmons. Out to Guy. Chuck gets it to Munson. Munson trying to weave inside. Munson tied up, throws up a wild shot, and somehow is able to get it to go. My goodness, what a shot. Here's Reed. Reed looking to drive inside. Reed floats it up, cannot get it to go. We have a foul here on the Fire. That foul will be on Katie Moore. His first, team's first. Fire up 11-6. They got off to a 5-0 start. The Seveners then went on a little 6-2 run as that first free throw by Reed is up and in. Fire, though, have answered back. Second free throw is up, and that free throw by Reed is good as well. So Reed makes both, makes it a 3-point game. Here's Munson bringing it up the floor. He's picked up by Gardner in the backcourt. Munson, top of the key, gets it over to Guy. Chuck, guarded by Reed, trying to find some separation, works around a screen. Chuck still stutter stepping, gets it to Munson. Munson left open. Munson with 3 on the shot clock. Munson needs to go, gets it over to Moore. KD will fire the 3, score the basket and the foul. KD Moore. Oh my goodness. We'll see what they call it. They might call this a chew. We're trying to decide if it's a 2 or a 3. I think it was just a foul is on number 7, Chase Cobb. That is his second. Number 5, Trey Mallard into the game for Cobb. I believe they called that a 2, and it was a 2. I just got confirmation from the scores table here. So Moore at the line, shooting 1 for the 3-point play. KD's free throw is up, and he knocks it down. KD off to a good start now with 5 points here in this one. Fire up 14-8. Here's Akers. Akers going over to the near side for Mallard. Mallard guarded by Simmons. Mallard has it poked away out of bounds. It will stay with the Seveners. 12 on the shot clock. Mallard to inbound, and he gets it into Reed right at half court. Reed's picked up by Moore. Reed will work around a screen. Gets it inside to number 11. That's Vigilance, but he's going to be fouled. Foul is on number 8, Katie Moore. That is his second. Tells the bench to hold off on the sub with those 2 fouls. Coach Danoff going to let him play. Shot clock reset to 14. Here is Akers. Akers will pull up, fire the 2. Akers 2 is off the mark. Rebound is tipped around, out of bounds. It will be Fire basketball, last touched by Vigilance. 7:25 to go here in the first quarter. Fire up by 6, 14-8 to score. Guy calling out the play as he crosses half court now. Chuck working on Reed. And we have a whistle here. We have a loose ball foul, or an off the ball foul, I should say. As a foul is called on Vigilance. It's not a 3-second violation, it's a foul. That foul on Vigilance is his first. It's the team's third. Guy to inbound. Chuck gets it into Simmons. Simmons goes right back over to Guy. 10 on the shot clock. Near wing. Chuck working around a screen, trying to see if he can get inside. Chuck Danson gets around a screen again. Tries to get it inside to Brand. And it's stolen by Reed. Reed looking to push. Reed floats it to Gardner. Gardner in the corner. He'll fire a long two. And Gardner's two is up and in. A long two there by Sean Gardner. Fire's lead cut to 4. 14-10 the score. Here's Guy with it. Guy across half court. On the near wing, guarded by Reed. Chuck gets it over to Moore. KD near side, weaving inside, gets to the free throw line, puts up the jumper. That one's no good. Simmons right there to tip it in. Couldn't get it to go. Got it back, though. Gets it to Brandon. Brand will lay it up and in. Ja'Kai Simmons, the offensive board. Couple offensive rebounds and an assist, finding Brand for his first 2 of the night. Fire back up by 6, 16-10 the score. Here's Vigilance. He'll hand off top of the key from Mallard. Mallard will pull up, fire the 3. Mallard's 3 is off the mark, no good. Rebound grabbed by Guy, and we have a personal foul on the floor. Ooh, a late whistle. They're going to call Chris Brand for the foul. Foul on Brand is his first, team's 3rd. I'm going to take a timeout as well with 6:16 to go here in the first quarter. Fire lead by 6, 16-10 to score. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Raise the bar with Flight by Yingling. Low carb, low calorie, more taste. Brewed for the generation that's always reaching for more. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox. Fire right now up by 6, 16-10 the score. Fire having a couple guys with some good games so far. Everybody playing well so far. Fire shooting just under 54% from the field, but Chuck already with 5 points and an assist. KD with already 5 points tonight as well. Ja'Kai Simmons off to a good start. Just 2 points tonight for Ja'Kai, but he does have 4 rebounds already as well. Back to action. It will be Severners basketball. Should be good to go. With 6:16 on the clock, and now we get back to action, and it's Gardner with it, top of the key. He'll work around a couple of screens. Gardner, top of the key, picks up his dribble, has to go out and out to Akers. Akers looking to drive. Akers goes inside. Akers able to get inside and lay it up and in. He was able to kind of get that shoulder around Munson. Munson in pretty good position, but Akers able to make the lay-in. Here's Guy with it. Chuck trying to drive on the far side. Chuck gets inside. Hangs, puts up the shot. Score the basket and the foul. Chuck Guy. Foul is on number 10, Jakeem Akers. That is his first. Team's 4th. One more, and the Fire will be in the bonus for the rest of the first quarter. Guy at the line shooting 1. Chuck's free throw is up and good. Chuck comes into this game just under 83% from the free throw line. So far tonight, he is 2 of 3. Rustin Hayward, Ricardo Artis II getting set to check in for the Fire at the next dead ball. Here's Gardner with it. Near side, he'll put up the fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound grab by Brand, out to Guy. Guy guarded by Gardner. Guy working around a screen. Guy needs to get it across half court, he does. Goes over to Moore on the far wing. KD trying to direct traffic and find somewhere to go with it. A bad pass by Moore, and it's stolen by Mallard. Mallard in transition, Mallard will attack, Mallard will lay it up. Cannot get the lay-in to go. Rebound fought for, grabbed by Simmons. Simmons out quickly to Munson. Munson will go up, and Munson throws down the slam. And a timeout taken by the Severners. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Coach Bryson wants to talk about it. I'll take a timeout as well. Fire up by 9, 21-12. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
All right, fans. Welcome back to the court.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. If you're watching on TBL TV, you see the Potawatomi Fire Girls dancing right now. Fire Girls back in 2022 were TBL's best dance team. Last year, they were named the Central Conference Best Dance Team. And I would imagine they're going to be in the running for both of those awards again here this season. Fire Girls are directed, they have co-directors this year. Honesty Parks with Dreamcatcher Studios, still the director, along with new co-director, Bailey Hall. Into the game for the Fire out of this timeout. Rustin Hayward, Ricky Artis II. For the Severners, Iwan Ellis into the game, as Vigilance will take a seat. So both teams going with a little bit of small ball here. Here is Reed. Reed picked up by Simmons. Reed working around a screen. Reed will pull up, fire a three, and Reed's three is good. That's the thing with these shooters that the Severners have. You can't give them that much space. Ricky was just about a half step too late getting there on the switch. And Reed, that was just enough room that he needed to knock down the shot. Here is Guy with it. 12 on the shot clock. Chuck, far side, drives inside, goes up, lays it up, and lays it in. Good job by Guy to get the lay-in to go. Here's Reed quickly down the floor. Far side, picked up by Guy. He'll pull up, fire a three. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Munson. Munson looking to bring it up the floor. Munson to Guy, over to Simmons. Simmons will fire a long three, and Ja'Kai Simmons with the deep fire ball. And the Fire up by 11, 26-15 the score. Akers back up the floor in a hurry, top of the key, guarded by Munson. Goes over now to Mallard. Mallard near side, working around a screen. Mallard working on Guy. Mallard trying to get inside, and Mallard got away with a charge. No whistle. It looked like Guy was in good position. But Mallard, no whistle there, and that lay-in was good. And now Guy brings it up the floor. Here's Guy. Guy on the far side, guarded by Reed. 13 on the shot clock. Chuck goes over to Munson. Munson hands off to Hayward. Hayward looking to attack. Hayward gets inside. Hayward throws up a wild shot, no good, and a charge called on Rustin Hayward. That foul on Hayward is his first. It's not a team foul since it is an offensive foul. And Iwan Ellis a little slow getting up, as Vigilance will check into the game. Ellis a little ginger walking off the floor. And it looks like he's just going to kind of go walk it off a little bit and try to stretch out that leg. Here's Gardner. Gardner across half court. He's picked up by Guy. Gardner working around a screen. Gets to the near side. Gardner into the corner for Reed. Down low for Vigilance. Vigilance just with a big body down there. He's just too big for Munson to defend down low. Here's Hayward bringing it up the floor, goes back to Munson, and Munson will bring it up. Munson picked up by Vigilance now. Munson looking to attack, goes into the corner for Simmons. Simmons out to Guy, back over to Munson. Munson will now try to attack. Munson spins, Munson goes up. Munson puts up the shot and gets it to fall. Deshaun Munson, a beautiful spin move, able to get it to go. It's Reed with it, working around a screen, top of the key, has the pass knocked away, stolen by Artis. Artis running the fast break, and look out below, Ricky Artis with the jam. Back down the floor in a hurry, though, it's Akers. Akers gets inside. Akers puts up the little jumper, no good. Rebound grab by Hayward. Hayward looking to push, gets it to Artis. Artis again attacking, laying it up and laying it in. Back-to-back buckets, Ricky Artis on the fast break. But again, quickly down the floor, it's the Severners. Here is Gardner, far wing. Going down low for Vigilance. Vigilance inside, can't get it to go, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two shots. And Munson just kind of has to laugh at that. He knows that there's not a lot he can do against Vigilance. Munson, as strong as he is at 6'4", 215, it's just a tough matchup against Vigilance, who's 6'9", 270. Vigilance did get the basket to go, so we have... Oh, no, excuse me, he did not get the basket to go, so we only have two shots, or we have two shots coming up, I should say. First free throw for Vigilance is up and good. TJ Maston into the game for the Fire. Ja'Kai Simmons will take a seat. And for the Severners for the first time, Jeremiah Gilliam. So Severners going with a little bit more size here, with Gilliam at 6'7", 220, and Vigilance at 6'9", 270, both on the floor at the same time. Second free throw by Vigilance, up and in. So with those two free throws, it's an 11-point Fire lead, 32-21. Severners pressing. It's Mallard with it, with Guy, as Guy brings it up on the near side of the floor. Chuck goes over to Munson. Munson top of the key. Munson Looking to attack, gets inside, hangs, puts up a wild shot, could not get it to go. Rebound grab by Reed. Reed bringing it back down the floor in a hurry. Reed has it knocked away and stolen as Maston comes up with it over to Hayward. Hayward floats, gets it to Guy. Guy will try to work inside. Now Guy will circle around and get it to Munson on the low block far side of the court. Munson trying to find somewhere to go with it. Munson doubled, working on Gardner. Munson trying to get inside. Munson puts up a tough shot, no good. A lot of contact, but no whistle. Back down the floor, it's Mallard to Vigilance. Vigilance will go up. Vigilance cannot get the lay-in to go, but he's fouled by Maston. That'll be the first on TJ. It'll be the 5th team foul, so that'll send the Severners to the line for the rest of this first quarter. So the Severners in the bonus. Vigilance at the line, shooting 2. Vigilance so far tonight off to a strong start, 4 points, a rebound as well. First free throw for Vigilance up and in. He's now 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Second free throw coming up now for Vigilance. And Vigilance's second free throw is up and in as well. So Vigilance gets both to go. Now Fire lead cut to 9, 32-23. Here is Guy. Guy, far side of the floor, guarded by Mallard. Up top for Artis, over to Hayward. Down low to Munson on the near side. Munson will drive baseline. Munson hangs, tries to find it to Maston, and it's stolen by the Severners. Here's Reed, guarded by Hayward. Up top now for Gilliam. Gilliam will fire a 3. Gilliam's 3 is off the mark. Rebound grab by Artis. Over to Guy. Guy will bring it up the floor as we hit a minute to go in this first quarter of play. Guy floating it down for Maston. Maston, far side. Maston will drive baseline. Maston floats it over his head to Hayward. Hayward fighting. Hayward goes up. Score the basket. Rustin Hayward and the foul. Foul on number 11, Mike Vigilance Jr., his second. Katie Moore into the game for the Fire as Munson will take a seat. A couple of turnovers by Munson on those last pair of possessions as him at the bench. But still off to a good start with 6 points, 3 assists. Hayward at the line, shooting 1. Hayward's free throw is up, and he's able to get it to go. Hayward off to a good start from the line this season. 71.4%, definitely better than what it was last season for him, as he's definitely looks like he's kind of taken that next step from last season. Here's a 3 by Vigilance. Vigilance's 3 is off the mark. Rebound skied for, grab by Artis. Artis out to Hayward. Hayward will attack. Hayward will lay it up, and Rustin Hayward lays it in. Another great fast break there by the Fire, leading to the lay-in by Hayward. Down low with it, it's Gardner. Gardner working inside. Gardner will float, put up the shot. That one's short. Rebound tip, grab by Hayward. Hayward trying to get it up court. Does, gets it to Artis, and Artis lays it up and in again. All of Ricky Artis' baskets have come right at the rim tonight off fast breaks, as the Fire have done a great job on the fast break. Here's Gardner, 7 on the clock. Gardner guarded by Hayward. Gardner trying to get inside. Gardner will fade away, put up the jumper at the buzzer, and that will do it for the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, Fire lead by 16, 39-23 the score. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I will have the second quarter for you. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox as we get set to start the second quarter of play. Potawatomi Fire up by 16 over the Texas Severners, 39-23 to score. Chuck Guy, a really good first quarter for the Fire, 10 points for Chuck, a couple of assists as well. Munson with 6 points, Artis with 6 points, Ja'Kai Simmons 5 points, 5 rebounds in that first half. KD Moore 5 points, Chris Brand a couple of points, Rustin Hayward 5 points, a couple of rebounds, a couple of assists. So Fire really playing some good team basketball right now, really spreading it out. I mean, Severners, they're not playing poorly. They're not shooting the ball particularly well, just 35% from the field, but they're 6 of 6 from the free throw line. And the Severners, they're also spreading the scoring out with Vigilance Jr. at 6, Gardner and Reed both with 5. Back to action, and it is Severners basketball. Here's Vigilance Jr. with it, hands off to number 13, that's Gilliam. Back over to Reed. Reed on the at the top of the key now, guarded by Hayward. Reed almost had it poked away, gets it to Mallard on the near side. Mallard will try to work inside. Into the corner for Gardner. He's left open. He fires the 3. That one's in and out, no good. Rebound fought for, grab by Vigilance. Vigilance goes up, and it's blocked by Masson, but I think they're going to get a foul here on TJ.
Our foul on 15.
As that foul on TJ will be his second personal, team's first. Hayward and Masson were both there for the rebound, and neither one of them can come down with it as they kind of just weren't communicating, and both tried to grab it and ended up deflecting it, and it went right to Vigilance. Vigilance can't knock down the free throw, his first miss from the line tonight. Cobb back into the game for the Severners as Mallard will take a seat. Second free throw upcoming now for Vigilance, and his second free throw is up and in. Here's Artis with it. Far side, hands off to Hayward, back to Guy. Reed getting physical with Chuck. Chuck, though, with a beautiful pass to KD Moore. Moore could not finish. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul is on number 13, Jeremiah Gilliam, his first, team's first. That was a great pass right there by Chuck. Unfortunately, won't lead to an assist as KD was fouled and couldn't finish the bucket. First free throw for KD is up, and he's able to get it to go. From the free throw line this season, KD 73.1%. He's shooting the ball incredibly well from just about every area of the court. Second free throw for KD rolls in as well. And KD now has 7 as the Fire lead by 17, 41-24. Here's Gardner. Gardner far wing, doubled. Now goes up top for Gilliam. Gilliam working on Hayward. Gets it out to Reed. Reed looking for a screen. Reed trying to find somewhere to go. Pulls up, fires a long 2. That one is out of bounds, and it will be Fire basketball. Artis to inbound. Gets it in to Guy. Severners playing a bit of a soft press, meaning they have somebody in the backcourt with Guy or Munson, whoever's handling the ball, but they're not really keeping them from moving. Here's Chuck. Chuck dumps it down low for Maston, and Maston will lay it up and in. Chuck Guy with a nice assist, and TJ's in the scorebook now with his first 2 of the evening. Gardner with it. Gardner trying to work around a screen. Gardner now floats it down low for Vigilance. Vigilance comes up with it, shovels over to Gilliam, and Gilliam will go up and throw down the easy jam. Here's Hayward. Hayward hands off to Guy. Chuck bringing it up the floor. Chuck working around a screen. Chuck doubled. We'll have to flip it over to Hayward at the top of the key. Hayward works around a screen, now to Moore. KD with a little stutter step. Will get inside, lay it up, score the basket, KD Moore, and the foul. Foul on number 13, Jeremiah Gilliam. That's his second. And KD will go to the line for 1 shot as he's had a good second quarter so far. KD at the line. Jakeem Akers checked into the game for the Severners. Gilliam's still out there with those 2 fouls. Free throw by KD, rattles in and out. Rebound grab by Akers. Akers over to Gardner. Gardner bringing it up on the near side. Gardner working around a screen, top of the key. Goes over to Akers. Akers near wing, back up top for Gardner. Gardner working on Guy. Gardner working around a screen. Gardner almost lost it, got it back, gets it inside to Gilliam. He'll put up the shot, and Gilliam's shot is up and in. Fire lead is 13. my math is correct. It's not correct. It's 17. Here's Guy. Guy driving into the corner for Hayward. Hayward will fire a long two. That one's off the mark. Rebound tip, grabbed by Vigilance. Vigilance looking to run the fast break himself. Vigilance floats it up, can't get it to go, but a foul here on Hayward. As that foul on Hayward is his second. And Vigilance will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Vigilance going to the line to shoot 2. Vigilance 5 of 6 from the free throw line tonight. First free throw by Vigilance is up, and that one's no good. Second free throw upcoming now for Vigilance. And Vigilance's second free throw is short. Rebound is tipped, grabbed by Artis. Artis out to Guy. Ricky now 6 points, 3 boards. Here's Chuck crossing half court. Picked up by Akers. Guy near wing. Dancing around, turning on the Jets. Guy tries to get inside, lays it up, and Chuck Guy lays it in. Oh my, the speed of Chuck Guy is just unreal. When he turns that corner, you just cannot stop him. Gardner with it. Gardner working around a screen. Gardner stutter steps, fires a 3. Gardner's 3 is off the mark. Rebound grab by Artis. Ricky gets it out to Guy, and Chuck will bring it back down the floor in a hurry. He's picked up by Cobb. Chuck will pull up. Chuck will fire a 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Moore, and KD flips it up, and KD is able to flip it up and in. Offensive rebound fell right to KD Moore, and he was able to flip it up and in. Here's Akers. Akers across half court, gets it to Gardner. Gardner on the far wing, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Goes down low for Vigilance. Vigilance working down low. Vigilance goes up, and Vigilance is fouled. Foul is on number 15, TJ Maston. That's his third. 3 fouls now on Vigilance. Munson and Simmons getting set to check in after this first free throw. Vigilance's free throw is up, and he's able to knock that one in. Munson, Ja'Kai Simmons into the game as Rustin Hayward takes a seat. KD Moore also taking a seat. Second free throw for Vigilance upcoming. And his second free throw is up, and that one is no good. Rebound grab by Maston, over to Guy. Chris Brand getting set to check in for the Fire. Here's Simmons in the corner. He'll fire a 3, and Simmons' 3 is off the mark. Rebound is deflected, picked up by Artis. Artis down low to Maston. Maston goes up, and TJ Maston with the lay-in. Ricky Artis with the nice assist. Fire up 51-29. Here's Akers. Akers trying to drive, guarded by Simmons. Akers trying to get inside, kicks it out to Vigilance. Vigilance guarded by Maston. Vigilance will pull up, fire the jumper from the free throw line. No good. Rebound grab by Munson. Munson will bring it up the floor. Floats it, tried to float it to Simmons, and it was deflected out of bounds by Gardner, so it'll stay with the Fire. Iwan Ellis into the game for the Fire. TJ Maston takes a seat. Maston off the bench so far tonight, 4 points, a couple of rebounds for TJ. Guy inbounding on the baseline. Chuck trying to find somewhere to go with it. A long inbound pass gets it to Artis. Ricky up top for Simmons, over now to Guy. Guy inside for Brand. Brand goes up. Brand can't finish, but he's fouled, and Chris will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul on number 8, Iwan Ellis. That's his first, team's third. Brand at the line, shooting 2. Chris's first free throw is up, and that one's off the mark. Chris on the season struggling from the free throw line. Before that miss, he was 44.4%. Obviously will go down just a bit after that miss. Second free throw upcoming now for Brand. And Brand's second free throw is up, and that one is true as it goes through. 52-29 the score, 7:25 to go here in the second quarter. Here's Gardner with it. Gardner calling out the play, trying to direct traffic. He's picked up now by Guy. Gardner, top of the key, goes over to Gilliam. Gilliam working inside. Gilliam will pump. Gilliam will put up the shot. No good. Rebound grab by Artis. Artis hands off to Guy. Guy will bring it up on the near side of the floor. Here is Chuck. Chuck near side, guarded by Cobb. Chuck will stop, go inside for Brand. Brand couldn't handle the pass. Bit too hot, it'll go out of bounds. It will be Seveners basketball, and we have an official's timeout on the floor. It's a media timeout. I will take it as well. Fire up 52-29, 6:55 to go here in the second quarter. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. 6:55 to go in the second quarter. Fire up 52-29 here in this second quarter of play over the Texas Seveners. Fire 5-0 on the season, trying to improve to 6-0 on the year as we get set for the All-Star break after tonight's game. Gardner picks it up as he crosses half court. Gardner goes over to Gilliam. Gilliam to Cobb. Cobb on the near side, back to Gilliam. Gilliam will go up, and Gilliam was fouled by Munson. It kind of looked like Munson got all ball. I think he might have gotten him on the arm a little bit, as that foul on Munson is his first. That looked like pretty good defense by Munson. That is his first foul. I thought he got a lot of the ball on that one, but they're saying that he got the arm on the way up. So Gilliam going to the line to shoot two. First free throw by Gilliam is up and in. Second free throw upcoming now for Gilliam. Second free throw by Gilliam is up, and that one is good as well. So Gilliam makes both. Fire lead is 21, 52-31 the score. Here's Munson with it across half court over to Simmons. Simmons back to Munson. Seveners have moved into a zone defense. Here's Guy. Guy with it. Goes cross court for Simmons. Simmons will fire a three from the corner. That one's too strong, but we have a whistle here. They might get Ellis here on the floor.
Texas foul number 13, Jeremiah Gilliam.
They get Gilliam. That's his third, team's fourth. Fire will inbound.
Simmons at the line, 3 shots.
Simmons at the line, shooting three. Oh, that was they're calling a shooting foul. I thought it was off the ball, but saying Simmons was fouled on that three-point attempt. So 3 shots upcoming for Simmons. First free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Simmons a really, really good shooter, but for whatever reason, just cannot buy a free throw here to start this season. Hasn't been to the line very often, but 0 for so far on the year. Second free throw by Simmons. That one also is in and out. My goodness. Simmons, 43.3% from the three-point line, 54.7% from the field, but now after those 2 misses, 0 of 5. Myron McGowan into the game for the Fire. Third free throw for Simmons is up and in. So Simmons finally gets a free throw to fall. Hopefully that'll help him get out of this little free throw slump. Here's Cobb in the corner for 3, and Cobb's 3 is good. Guy with it, bringing it up the floor. Chuck goes over to Ricky. Seveners in that zone defense. Ricky goes down low for Simmons, and Simmons, my goodness, with the jam. And Artis with the assist, but what a pass by Artis and a huge slam by Simmons. Here's Akers. Akers working around a screen. Akers dancing around. Akers spinning. Akers gets inside, puts up the shot, no good. And they're going to get McGowan for the foul. That foul on McGowan is his first. It's the 5th team foul. And it'll be the bonus now for the Severners. Akers at the line, shooting 2. Free throw by Akers is up and knocks it down. Second free throw upcoming now for Akers. And Akers' second free throw is up, and he knocks that one down as well. So Akers makes both. Fire lead is 19, 55-36 the score. They've led by as many as 23. Here's McGowan in the corner. He'll fire a 3, and Myron McGowan with the fireball. The Severners back down the floor in a hurry. It's Akers with it. Akers tries to get inside, and he's able to get the tough lay-in to go. The Severners don't waste any time getting down the floor. They get back down in a hurry. Here's Guy with it. Guy dancing around on the near wing. Guy trying to drive inside. Guy gets inside, floats it up. Can't get it to fall. Rebound grab by Ellis. Ellis out quickly to Akers. Akers pushing. Akers shovels over to Reed. Reed will fire a 3. That one is short. Rebound grab by Munson. Out to McGowan. McGowan on the fast break. Shovels to Simmons. And Simmons! Another massive jam! Oh, my! 5:03 to go in the second. And the Fire up by 22, 60-38 is the score. Here's Reed. Reed will turn the corner. Reed will get inside. Reed will flip it up. Can't get it to go. Ball still tipped around. Grabbed by Munson. Munson looking to attack. Munson looking to weave. Munson looking to get inside. Just uses his strength, and Munson lays it up and in. 8 now for Munson. Fire up 62-38. Here is Gardner. Gardner, top of the key, guarded by Guy. Floats it down low for Ellis. Ellis working inside. Ellis flips it up, and Ellis is able to flip it up and in. Here's Guy. Chuck bringing it up the floor. Goes over to Munson. Munson working inside. Munson goes up, lost it, and last touch by Munson, so it will be Severners basketball. Katie Moore checking in for the Fire.
In for the Fire, number 8, Katie Moore.
As Artis will check out for the Fire. So the Fire with their, well, not quite starting 5 out there. As McGowan, the lone sub on the floor, on there with Guy, Moore, Simmons, and Munson. Here's Gardner with it. Gardner far wing. Picked up by Guy, up top for Ellis. Hands off to Reed. Reed working around a screen. Reed trying to get inside into the corner now for Akers. Akers' 3 is up and in. 62-43 the score. Here's Guy with it. Chuck trying to see if he can find a lane. Chuck had it knocked away, and it's stolen by Cobb. Out to Reed. Reed getting back, and Reed going up, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul is on number 0, Deshaun Munson. That's his second. Reed at the line, shooting 2. First free throw by Reed is up, and that one's good. Second free throw upcoming now for Reed. And his second free throw is up and in. So with the 2 free throws, it's a 17-point Fire lead, 62-45. Here's Guy. Guy goes to Simmons. Simmons on the near wing. Simmons working around a screen. Now he'll pull up, fire a long 3, and that one's off the mark. Rebound, though, grabbed by McGowan. Over to Guy. Guy resetting. Goes to Munson. Munson will look to attack. Munson will work inside. Munson just bullies his way inside, has the ball knocked away, and he is fouled. Munson will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Fouls on number 8, Iwan Ellis. His second. Fire in the bonus for the remaining 3 minutes, 6 seconds. Both teams in the bonus for the remainder of this second quarter. And Munson at the line shooting 2. First free throw for Munson is up, and he cannot get that one to go. Second free throw upcoming now for Munson. And Munson's second free throw is up, and that one is good. 9 now for Munson to go along with 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Here's Gardner with it. Gardner up top for Ellis. Ellis hands off to Akers. Akers top of the key will fire a 3. Akers' 3 is short. Rebound is deflected by Ellis. Grabbed by Ellis now to Akers. Akers goes up, lays it up, and lays it in. Here's Chuck bringing it up the floor. He's met right at half court by Reed. Now over to Munson to Moore. Moore looking to see if he can attack. Moore will pull up at the free throw line, and KD's free throw line jumper is up and in. KD now with 13 points on 5 of 7 shooting. 3 rebounds as well for KD. Here's Akers working around a couple screens, gets to the far wing. Akers working on McGowan. Akers will try to get inside. Akers goes up and had that one deflected by Munson. Grabbed by McGowan, out to Guy, and we have a foul here on the Seveners. Timeout taken by the Seveners. Foul is on number 2, Devin Reed. That's his second. We have an official's timeout. It's a media timeout. I will take it as well. Fire up by 18, 65-47 the score. 2:10 remaining here in the second quarter. Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox. 2:10 remaining here in the second quarter of play, and the Fire up big in this one. 65-47 the score. They have led this entire game. They've led by as many as 24, lead by 18 right now. And the Fire already with 3 guys in double figures. Ja'Kai Simmons, 10 points, 6 boards. Chuck Guy, 12 points, 4 assists. And then KD Moore, 13 points, 3 rebounds. Munson just behind them with 9 points to go along with 3 assists and 3 rebounds. For the Seveners, they have 1 guy in double figures, and that is Jakeem Akers, 11 points for Akers. But everybody for the Seveners has played tonight already, and everybody has already scored as well. Guy at the line, shooting 2, knocks down the first. Second free throw upcoming now for Chuck. And Chuck's second free throw is up and in as well. He's now 4-5 from the free throw line. Here's Gardner up top for Ellis. Ellis gets it to Cobb. Cobb on the near wing. He'll fire a 3. Cobb's 3 is up. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Guy. Guy looking to push. Gets it to McGowan. He'll fire a 3. And McGowan's 3 just off the mark. Munson skying in there. Couldn't handle the rebound. Deflected out of bounds, and it will be Seveners basketball. Here's Gardner bringing it up the floor. Gardner, top of the key. Guarded by Munson, floats it inside for Ellis. Ellis will flip it up over Guy, and Ellis flips it up and flips it in. Iwan Ellis with about 7 inches and probably 20 pounds on Chuck Guy. Here's Reed. Reed guarded by Guy, or guarding Guy. Guy attacking, gets it to Munson, and Munson goes up and throws it down. So Chuck Guy, another assist in the Fire, back up by 20, 69-49. Gardner dancing around a screen, will pull up, fire a long 2, and Gardner's 2 is up and in. Munson to inbound. Gets it into Guy, and Chuck will bring it up the floor. Chuck directing traffic. Gets over to the far side of the floor. Picked up by Reed. Here's Guy. Out to Moore. Inside to Simmons. Simmons at the elbow. Simmons will pull up, put up the jumper. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Ellis. Under a minute to go here in this second quarter. Here's Reed. Reed will work over to the near wing. Reed will pull up, fire a three. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Munson. Munson then lost it. Stolen by Reed. Reed goes up, and it's blocked by Simmons. Reed, though, comes up with it again. Out to Gardner. He'll fire a three, and that one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Munson. Munson bump, no whistle. And he'll bring it up the floor. Fire will try to hold and just take one shot here. Here's Guy with it. Guy guarded by Akers. Chuck on the far wing will look to just take it himself. Chuck gets inside, into the corner for Simmons. Simmons with a pump. Now Simmons will fire a three. That one's off the mark. Rebound, though, grabbed by Simmons. Out to Guy. Chuck to Munson. Munson will spin. Munson will get inside, flips it up. No good. Rebound grab by Moore. KD goes up, can't get it to go. Simmons, though, beats the buzzer with the tip in. And that will do it for the first half of play. At the end of the first half, the Fire lead by 20, 71-51 to the Texas Severners. What a great start for the Fire in this first half of play. My goodness, the Fire off to a great start right now. 71-51 is the score. I'm going to be joined here right now by Fire assistant coach Manny Toney. And Manny, a great start to the Fire in this first half, up by 20 right now. Y'all got to be happy with the way your team's playing.
Yeah, we're playing really good defense and able to get out in the transition early and often, and I think that's been a key to our success so far.
One thing I talked with Coach Danoff about during the pregame show was the Severners were able to get off to a really hot start last game. This time y'all reversed it. Y'all got out to the quick 5-0 start and really haven't looked back since.
Yeah, man, I just attribute that to our defense and our energy coming out. We have really good energy. Guys have been active on both ends of the floor.
What do you want to see maybe adjusted here in the second half? It's hard to say when you're up by 20.
I still think we could up our defense a little more. I want to see us get more into transition since that's where we're having a lot of success.
All right, Manny, thank you very much.
Right.
That was Manny Toney joining us for just a couple of minutes there. As again, the Fire right now lead by 20. 71-51 is the score in favor of the Fire here at halftime. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I will be joined by the president of the Basketball League, David Magley. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee. I'm Chris Cox. I'm joined now by the president of the Basketball League, David Magley. And Mr. Magley, thank you for sitting down with me for a couple minutes.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. What a great crowd. I mean, it was an incredible championship series, and you don't typically follow it up with this kind of growth right after that. I mean, the changes to the arena where they've added the risers and made the courtside seating a little bit nicer, and they just do everything so first class here. It really is our flagship organization.
Yeah, we've had an opportunity now to speak a couple times usually during the season, and each time you come here, you always point out something new that David Qualls and Citizen Potawatomi Nation are adding here. When you look at the basketball league and the growth, it really seems like markets like Shawnee, and then you get into teams in other parts of the country like Frederick, where the Flying Cows are, and Medora, where the Timberjacks are. It really seems like it's these smaller communities, kind of on the outskirts of big cities, is really where TBL thrives.
Yeah, we really are a big deal in smaller markets, and we embrace that. I mean, I like when people do the math and they go, well, I'm in this market and there's 3 million people, so there's no way we can't at least get 2,000 or 3,000 every night.
Right.
And I'm like, you'd have a greater likelihood in 30,000 people than you would in 3 million, because in 30,000 people, we're it. We're what it is to do. And when I was at the championship series, your fans were so incredibly gracious, and they were just stopping me. They started to recognize us from social media or whatever, and they would say, "Sir, I just want you to know that I can't believe this is in Shawnee. Thank God the Citizen Potawatomi Nation brought this here, and David Qualls and Rocky and Barrett and Ms. Caps, and they just do an incredible job of embracing this community that they live in, and I love that about it."
When you see the TBL and its growth over the next 5 years or so, I know we talked last season about the BSL and the introduction of that, and how you wanted to grow the league in terms of the number of franchises, but it really seems like it's not necessarily the number of franchises, but it's finding the franchises in the right locations is where this is kind of the next step for the growth of this league.
No, you're right. The geography makes all the difference in the world. Like, we've got a wonderful new organization in Great Falls, Montana. But every away game is an airplane trip right now.
Right.
So, we've got to get something in Idaho and something in another town in Montana, and maybe something in eastern Washington, even further than Wenatchee, like a Spokane or Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, or someplace like that ties it in, because this league financially is built around regional travel.
Right.
And if we do a really good job, we do the pods. You didn't see anyone last year outside of your conference.
Right.
But then you went out and then you played Seattle.
Yep.
Then you went and played St. Louis. Then you went and played Seattle. And you went and played St. Louis. And it was just really fun to see different teams. And the crowds in all those venues. I mean, St. Louis had the best crowds ever that they had in the playoffs. So it builds, and it's not about whether you've seen each other. It's about they all have the pride to win that Lily. And no one's ever won it twice. And that's what's going to make it interesting here is, can they do a back-to-back, or can they do it? They're awfully good.
Well, I kind of think that, at 5-0, trying to go 6-0 here before the All-Star break, I might be a little biased, but I think the Fire have a good chance to keep the Lily here in Shawnee.
I think they do, and I think that there's some teams like the Severners that are better.
Yes, absolutely.
They got in a hold early here, but they were down, I think, as much as 24, 26, and they cut it to 16, 15, 14. They were getting closer, and again, this is a great team. It's hard to do that with, but the Severners have played much better basketball this year. I think that Little Rock's better. The record doesn't show it yet, but they're better, and I think that Wichita's better than their record shows. And so, with the advent of the new team in New Mexico, who knows what they're going to look like by the end of the year as they figure things out, and it's going to be really good. I think the upside is exciting for this conference.
All right, well, Mr. Magley, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the second half.
I will, and just love everything about being in Shawnee. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was David Magley joining us for just a couple of minutes there, as again the president of the TBL here on site for tonight's game, and hopefully we'll have an opportunity to catch up with him during the postseason as well. I'm going to take another break. When I come back, I'll have some halftime stats and analysis for you. This is Fire Basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Do you know another one? Mayor Bolt. Another new player. We got 5 new players on the Fire. Ja'Kai Simmons is number 2. He's a starter. The others come off the bench. Number 1 would be, who would it be? Myron McGowan. All right. Number 6 would be Jalen Mahone. All right. Actually, I wrote part of them. Darius Roy, number 14. John Cathy Macklin, number 11. All right, one more question. What's the name of the Fire mascot? Oh. All right. Give it up for Tia Aslan and Mayor Ed Bolt. Shawnee Superfans. Potawatomi Fire Superfans.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox, and the Fire right now up by 20 over the Texas Severners. 71-59 is the score. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at some of those stats for you, as if you're watching on TBL TV, you might see our general manager, David Qualls, talking right now. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at some of those halftime stats for you. First off, for the Severners shot 38.1% from the field. They hit 27.8% of their threes, 77.8% of their free throws, 15 rebounds for the Severners, 4 on the offensive end, which did lead to 5 second chance points, 12 assists, 5 steals, 1 block shot, and 5 turnovers for the Severners. Leading scorer for the Severners was Jakeem Akers, 11 points, only player for the Severners in double figures in that first half. Looking at some of the Fire numbers now, the Fire 61.7% from the field, shooting very, very well from the field. They've had 22% from 3, so that's really the one area where they're kind of struggling shooting the basketball, and then 64.7% from the free throw line, kind of right around their average, a little bit lower than their average so far this season. But 32 total rebounds for the Fire, including 8 on the offensive end. Of those 8 offensive rebounds, that's led to 9 second chance points. 19 assists for the Fire, 4 steals, 2 block shots, 7 turnovers for the Fire. 4 players in double figures in that first half of play. Ja'Kai Simmons, 10 points, 7 rebounds as he's off to a really, really good start. Deshaun Munson, 11 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Chuck Guy, 14 points, 5 assists, a rebound, a couple of steals as well. And then Katie Moore, leading scorer for the Fire, 15 points, 4 rebounds here in this one. The Fire right now, like I said, up by 20, 71-51 the score. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll have the start of the second quarter. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
This 20 appeal. Rain up and shake it, this patty spaghetti make 20 more mil. Drop on the opera, then jump on the chopper and go to the hills. My youngin' go Call of Duty with that chopper and he wanna. Yeah, did it on purpose. I tell my other bitch, throw my other bitch, just to get my other bitch new Birkin. Pretty white toes was perfect. Walking it back with the curse. Put it back in this bitch. No, you didn't get it on my purse. Ooh, go get this bitch new purse. Cool. I saw my car, don't feel it. She had a lane, she healing. Now she on the plane, she chilling. If she supposed to pick on the Grammy, feel it. I know that one killer, cause she in the villa going hand with the killer. Man, in my plan to get rich, I'll pull up, I jump out the let me and jiggle. Whoa, this that go. Look, tryna act smart with me, but she don't know shit. 7-Eleven, I bought all the backwoods sodas. It's like 500 at the crib, but we still let them all win. Whoa, this that go. This that stun on them, might put 2 watches on both wrists.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma, as we get set for the start of this second half of play. The Fire up by 20 right now over the Texas Southerners. 71-51 is the score. Fire again looking to improve to 6-0 on the season. The Southerners trying to get back over 500 to 3-2. The Fire, though, off to a great start in this one. And really, you know, you talk about adjustments that they need to make. They really don't need to change much. When you put up 71 points in one half and you're up by 20, you don't need to change much. But kind of like what Manny Toney talked about a little bit in our halftime interview, the one area for defense where maybe the Fire could do a little bit better is just kind of on the fast break, getting back on defense, cutting off that fast break. Southerners have 7 points off the fast break. They've been able to play pretty well and get moving and really kind of pressure the defense for the Fire. So Fire just maybe get back a little bit better on the defensive side of things, and I think they'll be in good shape. Offensively for the Fire, again, hard to nitpick and say, oh, they need to do X, Y, and Z when they score 71 points in the first half. But again, you look and it's just like, okay, well, they only hit 2 of 9 threes. Maybe shoot a little bit better than 22.2%, and you'd feel good about that. 64.7% from the free throw line. Not great, not terrible, but not great. So maybe just shoot a little bit better from the free throw line, knock down a couple more threes in that half, and it should be smooth sailing. Hopefully, will be smooth sailing in this second half for the Fire as they try to go into this All-Star break undefeated. Starting 5 coming out onto the floor for the Fire, so that's Deshaun Munson, Ja'Kai Simmons, Chuck Guy, KD Moore, and Chris Brand. As we get set to get underway, the starting 5 out there for the Southerners as well. For the Southerners, it's Devin Reed, Sean Gardner, Chase Cobb, Jakeem Akers, and Mike Vigilance Jr. Here's Gardner with it. The 2 teams switch sides of the floor, so the Fire going right to left, Southerners going left to right. Here's Vigilance. He goes up top over to the far side for Akers. Akers trying to drive. Akers cut off by Munson. Akers working on Munson. Akers doubled. Now will pull up, fire the baseline jumper, and Akers' baseline jumper is up and good. Munson gets the inbound and now flips it to Chuck, and Guy will bring it up the floor. Here is Guy. Guy bumped. Works around a screen, and now Chuck will just drive inside, go up, attack, score the basket. Chuck Guy looking for the foul as well. No whistle. It will be, though, a bucket for Chuck, and the Fire back up by 20, 73-53 the score. Here's Gardner. Gardner gets it to Cobb. Cobb up top for Gardner. Gardner looking to attack. Gardner cut off. Gardner will spin, fade away, put up the jumper, and that one's no good. Rebound tipped. Grabbed by Guy. Out to Simmons, and look out below! Ja'Kai Simmons with the massive jam. Oh, my. Simmons with several big throwdowns here in this one. Fire up right now with 75-53 the score, 10:43 to go. Blocked by Simmons, out to Guy. That pass is deflected, grabbed by Simmons and flipped to Reed. Simmons couldn't handle it, just tried to kind of flip the ball around, couldn't handle it. Inside to Gardner. Gardner will lay it up, and Gardner will lay it in. Here's Chuck with it. Chuck working it up to Munson. Munson near side. Munson, by the way, wearing a different jersey coming out of halftime, wearing number 7, as he must have gotten blood on his number 0. Here's Munson. Munson trying to go inside for Brand. That pass was deflected, stolen by Vigilance. Vigilance trying to find somewhere to go with it. Inside, now it's stolen by Munson. Munson will lay it up, and Munson will lay it in. Gardner bringing it up the floor. Goes over to Akers. He'll fire a 3. That one's no good. Rebound grab by Munson. Out to Guy, and Chuck will bring it up the floor. Here's Guy. Guy guarded by Akers. Or excuse me, guarded by Reed. Guy working around a screen. Guy trying to get inside. He does, lays it up, and Chuck Guy lays it in. 18 now for Chuck to go along with 6 assists and a couple of steals. Gardner with it, top of the key. Works it over to Cobb. Cobb will fire a quick three. Cobb's three is off the mark. Rebound tipped. Grabbed by Brand. Out to Moore. KD will bring it up the floor. KD will just look to attack himself. He'll stop at the free throw line, put up the jumper, and KD gets it to roll in. KD now with 15. Fire up 81-55. Akers with it. Akers working around a screen. He's cut off, gets it to Vigilance. Vigilance inside. Vigilance dumps it down low to Gardner. Gardner shovels to Reed. Reed couldn't handle it. Reed collects. Now Reed will go down low to Akers. Akers a couple pumps. Blocked by Brand out to Simmons. Simmons will flip it over his head to Moore, and KD will lay it up and lay it in. Oh my goodness, some razzle-dazzle there on the fast break. As Simmons with an over-the-head pass to KD Moore. Vigilance with it. Vigilance working inside. Vigilance will scoop it up, and Vigilance will get it to go. And a little whistle here as the ball rolls away, and now it's picked up by the officials, and get back to action here. And a turnover here by the Fire, as they're saying Chuck Guy had the ball go off his leg. As Reed was able to force the turnover. Inbound pass goes to Gardner. Gardner will pull up, fire a three. Gardner's three is up and in. Munson closed out pretty well right there. Gardner just made a really tough shot. And now we have a foul here on Devin Reed. Getting a little handsy there in the backcourt. That'll be his third personal. Team's first. KD Moore to inbound. Moore gets it in to Guy. Guy bringing it up the floor. Guy on the far side, picked up by Reed. Guy trying to turn the corner. Guy will get inside. Guy will lay it up. Score the basket, Chuck Guy. And the Fire up by 25. 85-60 the score. Here's Gardner. Gardner up top for Vigilance. Vigilance trying to find somewhere to go. And Vigilance will get called for the charging foul as Chris Brand draws the charge. Rarely does a big man draw a charge, but he did right there. Trey Mallard into the game for the Severners. Reed will take a seat with those 3 fouls. Reed, Vigilance, and Gilliam with 3 fouls now for the Severners. Here's Moore with it. KD gets it over to Guy. Chuck on the far side of the floor, guarded by Mallard. Chuck trying to work on Mallard. Chuck trying to take over in this third quarter. Chuck gets inside again, dumps it down low for Munson. Munson had it knocked away, and it's stolen by Gardner. Gardner behind his back gets to the near wing. Gardner trying to find somewhere to go with it. Skips it over to Mallard. Mallard will fire a three. Mallard's three is short, but he got his own rebound. Has it knocked away, stolen. Munson with it. Over to Moore, and KD will lay it up, and KD Moore lays it in, and he is fouled as Sean Gardner will be whistled for the foul, and KD Moore will have an opportunity for a three-point play. That foul on Gardner is his first. KD will go to the line to shoot 2. I don't think Gardner agrees with that foul, but it'll be a foul nonetheless, and KD with an opportunity to shoot 1 shot, and that free throw is no good, but he got his own rebound, flips it up again, no good, got it back again, no good, but he'll go to the line now to shoot 2 shots. So good hustle there by KD, got a couple of offensive boards, and now we'll have an opportunity for 2 free throws. Foul was on number 5, Trey Mallard, that is his first. KD at the line, shooting 2. KD taking a breath after missing that last free throw. First free throw for KD is up, and that one's short too. Into the game for the Severners, number 13, Jeremiah Gilliam, as they go with a little more size. As Gilliam checks in, Mallard takes the seat. Second free throw for KD is up. And KD's second free throw is no good. Rebound, though, grabbed by Guy. Over to Simmons. He'll fire a three from the wing, and that one's in and out, no good. Rebound grab by Akers. The Fire had about 3 opportunities there and couldn't come up with a basket. Here's a three by Gardner. That one's no good. Rebound is tipped. Tracked down by Guy. And Chuck trying to find somewhere to go with it. Protects the basketball, and now we'll just set up the offense in the half court. Goes to Munson. Munson on the near wing. Munson guarded by Vigilance. Munson will look to attack Vigilance. Munson gets inside. Munson lays it up. Score the basket. Deshaun Munson and the foul. Foul is on number 13, Jeremiah Gilliam. That is 4 on Gilliam. And Munson will go to the line to shoot 1, but it'll be after this official's timeout. Fire up by 29, 89-60 the score. 6:47 to go here in the third quarter. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
By no means average, it's on what she's got to have it. Baby, you're a perfect 10. I wanna get in, can I get down so I can win? I like the way you work it, no diggity. I got to bag it up, I like the way you work it, no diggity. I got to bag it up, I like the way you work it, no diggity. I got to bag it up, I like the way you work it, no diggity. I got to bag it up. She's got class and style.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee. 89-60 the score as the Fire up big on the Severners right now. Fire with 4 guys in double figures in terms of scoring. As Munson has 15, Simmons has 14, Guy has 20, and Moore has 19. Munson at the line, shooting 1, and Munson knocks it down. And with that, the Fire go up by 30. 90-60 is the score. 6:45 to go here in the third. Here is Gardner. Gardner, top of the key, floats it inside, tries to get it to Ellis. That pass was deflected out of bounds. It will stay with the Severners. Munson, by the way, right now, if you're watching on the TBL stream, he is wearing number 7 right now. He got blood on his jersey, on his number 0 that he was wearing, and you can't play with blood on your jersey. Here's Cobb trying to drive inside. Cobb gets to the free throw line, fades away, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound grabbed by Ellis to Reed, back to Cobb. Cobb, far side. Cobb will work inside. Tries to get it to Vigilance, now to Gardner. Gardner with it near side. He'll drive inside. He'll attack, go up, can't get it to go. He's fouled as Chris Brand will be called for the foul. That'll be 2 on Chris.
Foul number 13, Chris Brand, his second personal. Team foul number 1.
TJ Maston getting set to check in for the Fire. Brand 3 points, 3 rebounds, a couple of assists. Gardner at the line, shooting 2. First free throw by Gardner is up and in.
For the Fire, number 15, TJ Maston.
TJ Maston into the game for the Fire. Chris Brand will take a seat. TJ tonight, 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Second free throw upcoming now for Gardner, and Gardner's second free throw is up and in as well. Gardner, a really, really good shooter, and really good from the line as well. Here's Guy bringing it up the floor. He's met by Reed again in the backcourt. Guy, might have almost got away with backcourt violation. Now he does, and he's a little frustrated with himself right now after those turnovers, or after that turnover, I should say. It's the 5th turnover of the night for Chuck. Chuck, 20 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Here's Gardner driving. Gardner will get inside. He'll fade away, and wow, that was a tough baseline fadeaway there by Gardner. Was behind the backboard and had to take the odd angle to get that shot to fall, but he did. Here's Munson with it. Munson, far side, picked up by Cobb. Munson looking to work on Cobb. Munson will attack. Munson gets inside, lays it up, can't get it to go. Rebound fought for, out of bounds. It will be Fire basketball. So last touch by the Severners, it will be Fire basketball. Guy to inbound. Chuck gets it in to Maston. Maston down low for Moore. KD will flip it up and score the basket. KD Moore and the foul. He'll go to the line for a 3-point opportunity. Foul on number 8. Iwan Ellis, that is his third. Fire in the bonus. With 5:42 remaining here in this third quarter. Again, this third quarter has just been absolutely huge for the Fire as KD can't get the free throw to go. Rebound grab by Vigilance. Here is Gardner. Gardner dancing around, gets to the free throw line, over to Cobb. He'll fire a three. Cobb's three is up, and Cobb's three is good. Munson with it, bringing it up the floor. Munson across half court, gets it to Guy. Guy right near half court, guarded by Reed. Chuck trying to turn the corner. Chuck dancing. Chuck gets inside, puts up the shot, can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul on number 2, Devin Reed. That is his fourth. Foul on Reed is his fourth. Reed and Gilliam each have 4. Vigilance, Ellis each have 3. Guy at the line shooting 2. Chuck tonight 4 of 5. Make him 5 of 6 after that one. Akers checks in. Reed will take a seat. Second free throw upcoming now for Chuck. And Chuck's free throw in and out, no good. Here is Gardner. Gardner with it. Gardner will pull up, fire a three. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Cobb. Cobb dancing around, gets it over to Gardner. He'll fire another three. That one's short. Rebound, though, grabbed by Cobb. Cobb saves it to Gardner, and Gardner stepped out of bounds. It will be Fire basketball. Still Cobb and Gardner hustling for those rebounds. Here's Guy with it, guarded by Cobb in the backcourt. Chuck trying to get it across half court. He does. Guarded by Cobb. Chuck on the near wing. Chuck will try to take it himself. Gets inside, hangs, throws up a wild shot. No good. Rebound grab by Vigilance. Out to Cobb. Cobb will attack. Cobb will go up, and that should be a charge. And it is, as KD Moore drew the charge. So I believe that's the second charge drawn by KD tonight. And Chase Cobb will be called for his third, as that'll be a turnover as well. And Ricky Artis II will check in for the Fire. Ja'Kai Simmons will take a seat. 14.7 rebounds, 4 assists for Ja'Kai. He's had a really strong game. Inbound pass goes to Guy. Chuck will float it right back to KD, who will bring it up the floor on the near wing. KD, guarded by Ellis, will try to attack. KD gets inside, puts up the tough shot. No good. Rebound grab by Vigilance. Out to Cobb. Cobb will attack. Cobb will go inside. Cobb will go up, and Cobb lays it up and lays it in. Here's Guy. Coach Danoff urging his Fire to move the ball. 93-67 the score, just under 4 to go. Here's Munson attacking. Munson goes up, and Munson can't get it to go, but he will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. As he was fouled by number 8, Iwan Ellis, his 4th. So Ellis joins Devin Reed and Jeremiah Gilliam, each with 4. 3:56 to go here in the third. Deshaun Munson at the line, shooting 2. First free throw for Munson is up and good. Second free throw coming now for Munson. Munson's second free throw is up, and that one is good as well. 3:53 to go here in the third quarter. Fire up 95-69. Here's Gardner. Gardner gets it out to Vigilance. Vigilance will fire a three. That one's off the mark. Rebound is tracked down by Guy. Chuck now with 5 rebounds to go along with 6 assists and 21 points. Here's Maston. He'll put up the baseline jumper. That one's in and out, no good. Rebound grab by Ellis. Out to Akers. Akers looking to push. Akers trying to attack. Akers weaving around. Picked up now by Artis up top for Gardner. Gardner will drive. Gardner gets inside, dumps it down low for Ellis. Ellis lays it up, and Ellis lays it in. So Ellis with the lay-in as Guy brings it up the floor now. Guarded by Cobb. Chuck on the far wing. Chuck will try to drive. He's cut off. Goes out to Moore. Moore on the near side. Gets it to Artis. Ricky guarded by Gardner. Artis driving. Artis will put up the tough shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound tipped. Grabbed by Maston. TJ will step back. Go inside. Try to go inside to Artis. And TJ and Ricky just not on the same page. Rustin Hayward into the game for the Fire. And we have an officials timeout on the floor with 2:54 to go here in the third quarter. Fire up by 24, 95-71 the score. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.
Don't you feel lonely? Karma's real. Like, if you get what you put out, like, it comes back around. So it's like, we want people to succeed around us. We're rooting for our friends, you know? One of the coolest things about Oklahoma City and what is happening here is if they succeed, we succeed.
Greetings from Vive Country, your new crazy fast neighbor, now in 16 states. We're thrilled to be your home and business internet, phone, and TV provider. From cutting-edge technology to excuse-free customer service, we're committed to our local communities. We've been working non-stop upgrading and enhancing our fiber-based network that delivers speeds up to 5 gig internet. We believe in faster speeds, community involvement, and 100% customer satisfaction. Join Vive Country today at vivebroadband.com.
Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee. 2:54 to go here in the third quarter of play. The Fire up big right now by a score of 95-71. Rustin Hayward into the game for the Fire. It's Hayward, Artis, Guy, Maston, and Munson on the floor. Munson wearing not his customary number 0, instead wearing number 7 right now after getting a little bit of blood on that jersey. Into the game for the Seveners is Jeremiah Gilliam. He does have 4 fouls. It's Gilliam, Cobb, Vigilance, Gardner, and Akers. Here is Cobb. He'll fire a 3 from the top of the key. That one's in and out, no good. Rebound grab by Munson. Munson looking to attack. Munson just taking it all the way himself, trying to go inside to Artis, and we have whistles and an offensive foul called on to Sean Munson.
Offensive foul on the Fire, number 7, to Sean Munson. Third personal.
That's his third. Second turnover for Munson tonight. Actually, 4th turnover for Munson. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong line. Here's Gardner, top of the key. Under 2.5 to go in this third quarter. Here's Vigilance. Vigilance working on Maston. Vigilance will spin. Vigilance will work inside. Has it knocked away, and it's stolen by Hayward. Hayward, near side, guarded by Cobb. Hayward will attack. Hayward will float it up. Can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul on number 7, Chase Cobb. Cobb, Ellis, Gilliam, Reed, all with 4 personal fouls here for the Seveners. And Vigilance has 3. Free throw by Hayward is up and good. Second free throw upcoming now for Hayward. Hayward's free throw is up and Rustin makes both. So Rustin now with 7 to go along with a couple of boards and a couple of assists. A good game for Rustin off the bench tonight. Gardner with it. Gardner trying to go inside. Akers comes up with it. Akers near corner, guarded by Munson. Akers will circle around to the wing and go to Vigilance. Vigilance will step back, fire the long baseline jumper. That one's no good. Rebound fought for, grabbed by Munson. And he'll float it over to Guy. Munson now 18 points, 10 rebounds, so a double-double for Munson. Here's Chuck. Chuck a little stutter step. Chuck dancing around. He'll fire a 3, and Chuck Guy, correction, that's a 2. So Chuck Guy with the 2, and the Fire up by 28, 99-71 the score. Here is Gardner. Gardner, top of the key, gets to the free throw line. Gardner, guarded by Guy, trying to work inside, and we have a foul. And score the basket, Sean Gardner, and the foul. Foul on Chuck Guy. That is his first. Team's third. Sean Gardner at the line shooting 1. Gardner's free throw is up, and he knocks it down. So Gardner makes both. Fire lead by 25, 99-74. Minute 20 to go here in the third quarter. Fire trying to hit triple digits right here on this possession. It's Munson with it, goes over to Guy. Guy back to Munson at the top of the key. Back over to Guy. Inside to Maston. Maston will turn around, put up the jumper, and TJ Maston with the jumper. And the Fire at 101 points already. 101-74. Here's Gardner with a three, and Gardner buries that three. That's what Gardner can do. You give him just a little bit of space, and he can knock down those threes. 19 now for Gardner to go along with 6 assists. Here's Guy with it. Goes over to Munson. Munson trying to go inside for Maston. Maston comes up with it, and TJ Maston lays it up and lays it in. Here is Akers with it. Akers, far side, shovels over to Cobb. Cobb will try to work on the baseline. Cobb gets behind Hayward, flips it up over his head, can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Munson. Munson looking to push the tempo a little bit. Munson goes over to Hayward. Hayward over to Artis. Artis flips it up, and Ricky can't get it to go. Got his own rebound, flipped it back up, and Ricky Artis got it to go on his third chance right there. But Artis now with 8 to go along with, I think, about 8 rebounds for the Fire. Severners can hold for the final shot of this third quarter. 10 seconds remaining. Here is Gardner. Gardner dancing around. Gardner trying to get inside. Goes inside to Akers. Akers puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. He's fouled by Munson. And that's 4 now on Deshaun. 105-77 to score. Jakeem Akers at the line shooting 2 shots. Akers tonight 2 of 2 from the free throw line. The Severners have been very good from the free throw line. 71 of 21 with these free throws pending. First free throw up and in. Second free throw upcoming now for Akers. And Akers' second free throw is up, and that one is good as well. 3.7 to go. Hayward will inbound. Hayward gets it into Guy. Guy will just take it. Guy will lay it up, and Chuck cannot beat the basket, but we do have, or cannot beat the clock, I should say, but he will be fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. As Jakeem Akers will be called for his second personal, and Guy will go to the line to shoot 2 shots with 0.3 of a second to go here in this third quarter of play. First free throw for Chuck is up and good. Second free throw upcoming now for Chuck. And his second free throw is up, and that one is good as well. Inbound pass deflected, and that will do it for the third quarter. At the end of 3, the Fire up by 28, 107-79 to the Texas Severners. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll have the fourth quarter for you. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee as we get set to start this fourth quarter of play. Myron McGowan, Jakai Simmons, Ricky Artis on the floor for the Fire, along with Rustin Hayward and Chuck Guy. In for the Severners, Devin Reed, Chase Cobb, Iwan Ellis. Trying to see who else is out there. Sean Gardner and Jakeem Akers on the floor. Here is Chuck with it, guarded by Cobb. Guy working around the screen, trying to shake Cobb. Good defense by Cobb. Gets it over to Hayward. Hayward will attack. Hayward goes up. Can't get it to go, but Rustin will go to the line to shoot two as Cobb is going to be called for the foul. They actually called Devin Reed for the foul. That's his fifth.
Rustin Hayward at the line.
So Hayward at the line shooting two. Reed one more foul and he's out. Free throw by Hayward up and in. Hayward now with 8 points after that made free throw. One more free throw upcoming now for Hayward, but first we get the floor crew out there to mop up some of the wet spots on the floor. Second free throw upcoming now for Hayward. And Hayward's second free throw is up, and that one's good. Hayward perfect from the line tonight, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Here's Gardner with the top of the key. Gardner gets it to Reed. Reed will go up, and Reed will lay it up and lay it in. Artis gets it over to Guy, and Chuck bringing it up the floor. Chuck floats it to Hayward. Back over to Guy. Guy guarded by Cobb. Guy working on Gardner now. Goes inside to Artis, and Ricky Artis with the lay-in. Chuck Guy with the beautiful assist. That's now 8 assists for Chuck. There's a lob by Akers down low for Ellis, and Ellis is fouled. Foul is on number 5, Rustin Hayward. That's his third. Team's first of this fourth quarter.
Ellis at the line.
Ellis at the line. First free throw by Ellis is up, and he's able to knock that one down. Ellis on the season before tonight, at least from the stats I could find, had not made a free throw, but he knocks down that one there. And that one's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around, deflected, out of bounds. It will stay with the Severners, 24 on the shot clock. Reed inbounding underneath the basket for the Severners, gets it to Gardner. Gardner left wide open, will fire the baseline jumper, and Gardner's baseline jumper is good. Here's Guy with it. Chuck guarded by Cobb. Chuck flips it over to McGowan. He'll fire a three, and Myron's three is off the mark, but there's Ja'Kai Simmons with the follow, going up over his head for the putback. As the Fire lead 113-84. Here's Gardner. Gardner left open. He'll fire a three. That one's off the mark. Rebound is tipped, and it's still on the floor, and it's picked up by Gardner. Gardner will take it all the way by himself, and he'll lay it up, and Gardner will lay it up and lay it in. McGowan will bring it up the floor for the Fire as he tries to get it over to Guy now. Guy has it. Guy across half court. Chuck guarded by Cobb. Chuck trying to turn the corner. He does. Puts up the shot. Can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. See who they call that foul on. It'll be on number 10, Jakeem Akers. That's his third. Mallard getting set to check in. Darius Roy also getting set to check in for the Fire. His first action tonight upcoming as Guy at the line shooting 2. Chuck's free throw is up and good. Mallard into the game for the Severners. Roy apparently will be coming in for Chuck. J.D. Moore getting set to check in as well for the Fire. And Guy's second free throw is up, and Chuck knocks that one down as well. Here's Reed. Reed looking to drive. Reed goes up, and it's blocked by McGowan. Chuck Guy will take a seat as his night is over. A great game for Chuck Guy tonight. He sits down 25 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Jalen Mahone will check in at the next dead ball as Ricky Artis sits down as well for the Fire. His night also likely done. 10 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists for Ricky. Reed looking to inbound, gets it into Cobb. Cobb guarded by Moore. Cobb will pull up, fire a long two, and Cobb's two is up and in.
Chase Cobb for two.
A long two by Cobb, and now here's McGowan. McGowan looking to attack. McGowan spinning and just lost it out of bounds. Jalen Mahone checking in now for the Fire.
And for the Fire, number 6, Jalen Mahone.
Hayward's night comes to an end. 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for Hayward. So it's Mahone, Roy, McGowan, Simmons, and Moore out there. Imagine you'll start to see John Cathy Macklin getting ready here soon. Here is Gardner. Gardner will pull up, fire a long two. That one short, rebound grab by McGowan. McGowan will bring it up himself, gets it over to Moore. KD will attack. KD will flip it up, score the basket. KD Moore and the foul. Foul on number 5, Trey Mallard, his second. And KD Moore at the line shooting one shot.
Jeremiah Gilliam, number 13, in for Texas.
Gilliam into the game for Texas. Free throw by Moore rattles in, and KD now has 24 on the night. Go along with 6 boards. Here's Reed. Reed working around a screen. Goes out to Mallard. Mallard trying to attack. Mallard working around a screen. Kicks it over to Cobb. It's stolen by Roy. Roy will take it all the way himself. He'll go up, lay it up, and Darius Roy lays it up and in. So Roy with his first 2 of the night off the steal, and now here's Mallard going down low for Gilliam. Gilliam guarded by McGowan. Gilliam stops. Gilliam goes inside, lays it up, and Gilliam gets the lay in to go. Mahone bringing the ball up the floor for the Fire. 120-90 is the score. Fire up by 30. Mahone looking to attack. Mahone kicks it out to McGowan. McGowan trying to turn the corner. He lost it. Stolen by Reed. Reed guarded by Roy. Reed will attack. Reed will float it down low to Ellis, and Ellis will lay it up and lay it in. Roy trying to take it inside. Roy will just take it all the way himself. He'll lay it up. Can't get it to go, but Roy is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2, and now John Cathy Macklin getting set to check in. That foul on number 13, Jeremiah Gilliam. That's his 5th. He has 5. Reed has 5. Cobb and Ellis each have 4.
There is Roy at the line, shooting 2.
Roy at the line, shooting 2. First free throw for Roy is up and good. John Cathy Macklin into the game for the Fire as Ja'Kai Simmons takes a seat. His night over. 16 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, a couple of blocks for Ja'Kai as well. Second free throw for Roy is up, and that one is in. Here is Reed. Reed working around a screen. Reed trying to get inside. Reed does. Kicks it out now to Mallard. He'll fire a 3 from the corner, and Mallard's 3 is up and in. So Trey Mallard with the nice shot. And Roy brings it up the floor. Roy guarded by Reed. Roy works around a screen. Roy will attack. Kicks it over to McGowan. McGowan will get inside. He'll float it up, and McGowan's floater, oh, in and out, no good. Tough break right there by McGowan. That floater usually is gold for him. Here's Gilliam. His jumper no good. Rebound grab by McGowan. McGowan looking to take it himself. Shovels over to Roy. Roy will fire a 3. And Darius Roy with the fireball. Fire up by 30. 125-95. 7:42 to go here in the 4th. It's Mallard with it. Mallard guarded by Mahone. Mallard had it knocked away, and we'll have a foul as John Cathy Macklin will get called for the foul. That's his first. Now Rustin Hayward back into the game. KD Moore will take a seat. KD Moore sitting down, his night likely done. 24 points, 6 rebounds for KD tonight. Here's Gilliam. Gilliam to Cobb. Cobb trying to get inside. Cobb does. And we are going to have a goaltend. So the basket is good. Foul on number 14, Darius Roy, is his first.
14, Darius Roy, his first personal, team foul number 3.
Team foul number 3.
Chase Cobb, 1 shot.
Cobb at the line shooting 1. As that basket did count. They got Cathy Macklin for the goaltend. Cobb's free throw was up, and he knocks it down. Here's Roy. Roy, guarded by Cobb. Goes to Hayward. Now to Mahone. Mahone will pull up. Mahone will fire the long two, and Jalen Mahone knocks it down. Jalen Mahone is such a good shooter. In limited action so far this season, 5 of 7 shooting. Here's Mallard. He'll flip it up, and Mallard's little floater in the paint is good. Just over 7 to go here in the fourth. Severners at 100 points now. 127-100 the score in favor of the Fire. Here is Mahone. Gets it out to Roy. Roy will work around a screen. Roy, he'll float it up, and Roy's floater's no good. Rebound is fought for and grabbed by Gilliam. Gets it out to Mallard. Mallard has his pass deflected, and it's picked up by Gilliam. Gilliam will look to attack. Gilliam will pull up. Gilliam's pull-up jumper no good. Vigilance right there, though. He is able to get the putback to go. Mahone will bring it up the floor for the Fire. Mahone gets it over to McGowan. McGowan hands off. Nope, McGowan keeps it, gets over to the far wing. McGowan will pull up. He'll fire a 2, and McGowan's 2 is off the mark. Rebound grab by Vigilance out to Cobb. Cobb, guarded by Roy. Cobb will spin. Cobb will go up, put up the shot, no good, and we have a foul here on McGowan. Foul on McGowan is his second, team's fourth. And we have a media timeout with 6:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. Fire up right now by 25, 127-102 the score. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. .6:11 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Fire up 127-102 the score. They lead by 25. They've led in this game by as many as 32. Fire with several guys in double figures, 5 players in double figures. Ja'Kai Simmons, Chuck Guy, Deshaun Munson, Katie Moore, Ricky Artis, the second all in double figures. All their nights are done. Rustin Hayward not far behind. He has 9. Chase Cobb at the line, shooting 2. First free throw is up and in for Cobb. Darius Roy, by the way, 7 quick points off the bench for Roy, as that is a new season high for Roy. Second free throw for Cobb is up, and he knocks that one down. Here is Roy. Roy bringing it up the floor. Roy trying to find somewhere to go with it. Roy directing traffic, trying to direct traffic at least. Guarded by Cobb. Roy dancing around, floats it in, tries to float it into Macklin. That pass just a bit too high. Bit too high, a little too much mustard on it. It'll be a turnover, and it will be Severners basketball. .550 to go here in the fourth. Cobb with it. Cobb up top for Vigilance. Vigilance will fire a straightaway 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound goes to Cobb. Cobb will go up to Ellis. Ellis can't come down with it. Picked up by Mallard. Mallard out to Cobb. Cobb flips it up, and Cobb's floater no good. Rebound grab by Hayward. Hayward had it knocked away and stolen by Gilliam. Down to Vigilance. Vigilance with a couple of pumps. Inside to Gilliam, and it's stolen by Roy. Roy looking to push. Roy gets it to McGowan, but we have a foul in the backcourt, and I think they're going to call a... And it's going to be a take foul, as that foul is on number 11, Mike Vigilance Jr., his fourth.
His fourth personal.
McGowan at the line, shooting the free throws. McGowan's free throw is up, and he gets it to roll in. So with a take foul, if you're not in the bonus, it essentially is a technical foul, and then possession remains with the team who was fouled. So in this case, it stays with the Fire after McGowan knocks down the free throw. Roy with it. As we have a whistle here. And now the officials trying to get together and go over the shot clock here. Make sure things are okay. It looked like things were administered correctly. I don't know why they stopped it. They put 20 seconds on the shot clock as the shot clock just started, I guess, a little too late. Here is Roy with it. He'll hand off to Hayward. Hayward guarded by Ellis. Goes down low for Kathy Macklin. Kathy Macklin can't handle it. And it'll be a turnover, and it will be Seveners basketball. Mallard with it. Mallard near side, guarded by Mahone. Mallard trying to get inside. Mallard will step back. He'll fire a three, and Mallard's three is off the mark. Rebound deflected. Grabbed by Roy. Out to Mahone. And Mahone will go up, and Mahone missed the dunk. He grabs his own rebound, though, and now Mahone will drive, and he'll lay it up and lay it in right there. Mahone tried to go up for the jam, just kind of lost the ball with the defender in the area, but he was able to stick with it, get it back, and lay it up and lay it in. Here's Mallard, and now we're going to get a reach-in foul on Hayward.
Foul number 5, Rustin Hayward, is fourth personal.
Hayward, he's an aggressive defender. He's not afraid to foul either. Here's Mallard, shoot and chew. That's 4 fouls on Hayward. Free throw by Mallard is up and good. 130-105 the score, 4:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Second free throw up coming now for Mallard. Mallard's free throw is up, and Mallard's free throw is good. Here's Roy with it. Roy guarded by Cobb. Gets it over to McGowan, to Hayward. Hayward looking to attack. Hayward will lay it up, and Hayward lays it up and lays it in. Found a little lane in the defense and was able to lay it up and lay it in. Mallard, near side, hands off to Cobb. Cobb trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gets it to Vigilance. Vigilance had it knocked away, and it's stolen by Kathy Macklin. Out to Hayward. Hayward looking to push. Hayward will just attack, take it all the way himself, lay it up, and lay it in once again. Rustin Hayward now with 13. After 4 quick points right there, and the Fire lead 134-106. Here is Mallard. Mallard goes up, and Mallard is fouled.
Foul number 11, John Cathy.
Foul is on number 11, John Kathy Macklin.
Trey Mallard shooting 2.
Kathy Macklin does not agree with that foul. He's telling the ref, no, I didn't touch him. There didn't look to be a whole lot of contact from my angle. Of course, the official closer to the ball, so give him the benefit of the doubt there, but there didn't seem to be a lot of contact. Mallard's first free throw in and out, no good. Second free throw upcoming now for Mallard. Mallard's free throw is no good. As Kathy Macklin, that ball up on the rim, he went up there and just swatted it away. You can do that in TBL. If the ball's on the rim, you can take it off the rim, and he did. Here is Gilliam. Gilliam trying to get it to Cobb. It's deflected. Stolen by Kathy Macklin. Out to Mahone. Mahone behind the back to Hayward. Hayward couldn't handle it. Hayward now will look to attack. Hayward gets it over to Roy. He'll fire the three, and Darius Roy's three is no good. Rebound grab by Vigilance out to Cobb. Cobb looking to get inside, has it knocked away, and a foul here on Kathy Macklin.
Foul number 11, John Cathy Macklin.
Foul on Kathy Macklin, his third. With 3:30 to go, both teams in the bonus for the rest of this fourth quarter. Chase Cobb shooting 2. First free throw for Cobb, up and in. Cobb tonight, 19 points after that free throw, 4 of 4 from the line, 3 rebounds as well for Cobb. Second free throw for Cobb is up, and that one is good. Here's Mahone. Mahone trying to turn the corner. He's cut off, gets it over to Hayward. Hayward Working around Gilliam. Hayward trying to get inside. Hayward cut off, lost it, picks it back up. Hayward trying to find somewhere to go with it, shovels to Roy. Roy back to Hayward. Hayward with 3 on the shot clock to Kathy Macklin. Kathy Macklin goes up. The ball hit the rim, but I guess it wasn't a shot, so shot clock violation. Thought the ball hit the rim. It should have reset, but oh well. When you're up 134-108, you don't always get the little things right there. Will be Severners basketball, or maybe they're saying the clock should have reset. It still went out, though, on the Fire. Here's Ellis down low. Ellis has it knocked away, and it's stolen by Kathy Macklin. Out to Mahone, now to Hayward. Hayward stopping. Hayward trying to reset things. Hayward going over to McGowan. McGowan will fire a 3 from the corner, and Myron McGowan with the fireball. Hayward with the assist. And the Fire back up by 28. 136-108, 2:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cobb. Cobb will pull up from the free throw line, no good. Rebound grab by Roy. Roy looking to push, gets it out to Hayward now. Hayward looking to attack. Hayward will stop, dribble it off of his foot, and Roy will pick it up, and that will be a backcourt violation on the Fire. 2:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. We have an officials timeout on the floor. 136-108 the score, with 2:22 remaining here in this one. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. To go here in the fourth quarter. Fire up by 28. 136-108 is the score. We have 136-108 on the scoreboard. The live stats say 137-108. So there's clearly an adjustment that needs to be made by somebody here. Either way, Fire up big right now, with 2:22 remaining here in this fourth quarter of play. See if they get the score live stats updated. Here is Mallard. Mallard gets it to Cobb. Cobb trying to work inside. Cobb goes up. Cobb can't get it to go, but we have a foul here on number 14, Darius Roy. That'll be his second.
Fire foul number 14, Darius Roy, second personal.
Now they have the score updated on the live stats. 136-108 the score. Here is Cobb. His first free throw is up and in. Second free throw upcoming now for Cobb. Cobb's second free throw is up. That one's no good. Rebound grab by McGowan. McGowan takes it, can't get it to go, and a charge.
Offensive foul on Fire number 1, Myron McGowan.
McGowan called for the offensive foul. That is his third. Here is Mallard with it. Mallard working to the free throw line. Will step back, fire a long chew. That one's off the mark. Rebound is deflected, out of bounds. It will stay. It'll stay with the Fire, or go to the Fire, I should say. The Fire up 136-109. Here's Roy with it. Roy guarded by Cobb. Roy dancing around, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Had it deflected and throws it away as it's stolen by Vigilance. Vigilance will attack. Vigilance will go down low for Gilliam, and Gilliam will lay it up and lay it in. Gilliam now in double digits with 10. Here's Mahone. Mahone will turn the corner. Mahone out to Roy. Roy will fire a three from the wing, and Roy's three is up and no good. Rebound fought for. Picked up by McGowan. McGowan flips it up, no good. McGowan grabs it again, flips it back up, no good. Rebound is deflected and out of bounds. It will be Severners basketball. Severners ball. Here's Mallard. Mallard gets it into Cobb. Cobb bringing it up the floor. Cobb across half court. No work around a screen. Cobb will get inside. He'll lay it up, and Cobb high off the glass, able to get it to go. That's a tough layup right there by Chase Cobb. He had to go high off the glass, but he did. Bound pass goes to Roy. Roy, with a minute to go, brings it up the floor. Roy will stop. Roy will attack. Roy lost it. Ball's on the floor. Roy comes up with it. Roy puts it up and score the basket. Darius Roy, and the foul. He'll go to the line for a three-point play. Foul on number 11, Mike Vigilance Jr., his fifth. Kathy Macklin, the only player tonight for the Fire who has not scored. Roy at the line, shooting one. Free throw by Roy is up, and Roy's free throw is good. So 10 now for Darius as the Fire lead, 136-113 with 45 seconds to go. Here is Cobb. Cobb will step back, fire the baseline jumper, no good. Rebound grab by Gilliam. Gilliam flips it up, and we have a foul here as they're going to get Myron McGowan for the foul, his fourth. These final couple of minutes taking a while here. Gilliam at the line, shooting two. First free throw by Gilliam is up and in. Second free throw upcoming. Gilliam's second free throw is up, and that one's good as well. Roy with it. Roy trying to turn the corner. Roy will stop. Roy's doubled. Lost it. Finds Kathy Macklin, and Kathy Macklin throws down the huge slam. So John Kathy Macklin on the scorer's sheet for the first time, and every player for the Fire has now scored. And the Fire up 141-115. Here is Cobb driving inside. Cobb might have gotten away with the travel, but oh well. Here is Mahone. Mahone just needs to get it across half court. Mahone does. Hayward has it. Hayward lost it. Ball is picked up by Mallard. Gets it over to Cobb. Cobb will drive baseline. Goes to Gilliam. Gilliam had it slapped away. And that foul will be on Hayward with 0.8 of a second remaining. Eight-tenths of a second remaining. The 141 points, by the way, for the Fire will be the fifth most that the Fire have scored in team history. Be the fifth time that they've hit 141 or more. Second free throw upcoming now for Gilliam, and Gilliam knocks down, or the first one, knocks down both. And that will do it for this one, as the Fire do get the victory tonight by a score of 141-119. As the Fire go into the All-Star break undefeated, 6-0 on the season. Just an outstanding game for the Fire. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll be joined by Fire head coach Mark Danoff. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee. I'm Chris Cox. I am now joined by the Fire head coach, Mark Danoff. Coach Danoff, your Fire victorious once again tonight, 141-119, and y'all, for the first time all season long, led wire to wire.
Yeah, I was really pleased with the way we came out right from the jump. We tried to have some carryover from Little Rock when we had really good energy, urgency, and really challenged them defensively.
It was another one of those games where it was a true team effort. I'm counting here quickly. It looks like 7 guys finished in double figures. Everybody played tonight. Everybody scored. I mean, you really did get contributions from everybody once again this evening.
Yeah, we just do such a good job of sharing the ball. And like I said, when you see the ball going in, it sure makes it a lot easier because everybody's got real high confidence and just continues to allow everybody to do what they do.
When you get into games like tonight where you're up really big, really late in the game, or going into the fourth quarter like you were, you're going to be putting in some of those guys that don't get a ton of playing time. What are you wanting to see from them?
Well, I want them to do what we do, continue to do what we do, and it's the reason we have the lead that we have, but not to go out there and I get it, they don't get a lot of playing time and they want to go out there and show what they can do, but really, if you want to impress me and increase your playing time, do what I ask you to do.
Yeah. Your Fire are going to the All-Star break now, 6-0 on the year. What is the plan for the All-Star break? I know you're going to give the guys a few days off. Some guys are going to be going home, but what's kind of your plan, and what have you talked about for expectations over this All-Star break?
Well, first of all, let's congratulate Chuck Guy on making the All-Star team.
Right.
Very proud of him and everything he's done. He certainly has such an impact on our team and the success we have. We're going to take some time off. We're going to give them some time to go home, spend time with their families, relax, get treatment, just rest and heal up if there's anything they need to heal up. Then we'll come back in about 5 days and get right back at it. We've got a really big week ahead of us with a long trip to Mexico and New Mexico, and then we play right away when we get back, 2 in a row. So,
yeah, it's not going to be the easiest of stretches after the All-Star break, so I think that the rest coming right before then is probably pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's important, and especially if we would have had to play this weekend or turn around and do that without a week off, it would have been really difficult. So we're happy to have that week.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations on the win, and we'll talk to you during the All-Star break.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
That was Fire head coach Mark Danoff joining us for just a little bit here, as again the Fire victorious tonight. 141-119 is the score. Fire improved to 6-0 on the year. I'm going to take a timeout. When I come back, I'll have your post-game stats and analysis for you. This is Fire basketball here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network. Welcome back inside Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Chris Cox. Potawatomi Fire victorious tonight by a score of 141-119. Those 141 points, the fourth most in team history. It's the fourth time the Fire have scored 140 points or more. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those post-game stats for you. First off, for the Severners, Texas shot 42.4% from the field. They were 39 of 92, 9 of 33 from deep. That's 27.3%. They were really good from the free throw line, 32 of 40. That's right at 80%. 40 rebounds, including 16 on the offensive end, which led to 17 second chance points. 25 assists, 11 steals, 2 block shots, and 16 turnovers for the Severners. Those 16 turnovers led to 18 Fire points. Leading the way for the Severners, Sean Gardner, 26 points, 7 assists, a couple of rebounds. Chase Cobb, 25 points, 3 rebounds for the Severners. Looking at the Fire numbers for you now, the Fire 59.1% from the field. That 59.1%, fifth best field goal percentage for a game in team history. Just a 21.4% from three. The Fire struggled from deep as they were just 3 of 14. 28 of 39 from the free throw line, 71.8%. Not bad, could be a little bit better, but still not a bad number right there. 61 total rebounds, 19 on the offensive end, which led to 17 second chance points, 33 assists, 11 steals, 6 block shots for the Fire, 23 turnovers, which did lead to 24 points off of turnovers for the Severners. Looking at the Fire individual numbers now, a true team effort for the Fire. John Cathy Macklin, 2 points, a steal tonight. Chris Brand got the start tonight, 3 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, a couple of blocks as well. Jalen Mahone with 4 points tonight to go along with a steal and a rebound. Myron McGowan with 6 points tonight, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, as he had another really solid game after that big scoring outburst that he had in Little Rock last week. Didn't have the points that he had last week, but 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block shot to go along with 6 points. Definitely doing a really good job there. TJ Maston in just over 13 minutes of play. Didn't play much, but still 8 points, a couple of rebounds, a couple of assists, and a steal for TJ. And then you get into the guys who finished in double figures. Ricky Artis II, 10 points tonight to go along with 8 boards, 3 assists. Rustin Hayward off the bench, 13 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, a steal, as he had another really good game for the Fire off the bench. Ja'Kai Simmons with 16 points, 8 boards, 4 assists, 2 block shots as well for Ja'Kai. Deshaun Munson, his third straight double-double, I should say. 18 points, 12 rebounds for Munson, 5 assists as well for Munson, a steal and a block shot for Deshaun as well. And then KD Moore, 24 points, 6 rebounds tonight. And Chuck Guy, another great game for him, 27 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals for Chuck Guy. So the Fire victorious tonight by a score of 141-147. Up next for the Fire, not much. The Fire will be on a little bit of a break as we do have the All-Star game coming up for TBL. TBL's All-Star game will take place on March 29th. That is next Saturday. You can watch the game on TBL TV if you have a TBL TV subscription. If not, then you're going to have to wait just for highlights, because that is the only way to catch the TBL All-Star game. In that TBL All-Star game, the Fire do have one representative, as Chuck Guy will take part in the All-Star game for the Fire. It's his second consecutive All-Star game selection as a member of the Fire, and second consecutive overall for Chuck. But the Fire, who are now 6-0, they are off the air, or they are off the court for a while, as they will be back in action on April 5th. So we're looking at just under 2 weeks until the Fire will be back in action, as they will take on the Santa Ana Thunder out in Santa Ana, New Mexico. They'll have 2 games out there on the 5th and the 7th, and you will be able to catch those games on TBL TV. You'll also be able to hear my call of the game on KGFF. But again, those won't be until the 5th, as the Fire off now for the All-Star break. That's going to do it for us today. Fire 6-0 on the season after the big win. For everybody in the KGFF studios and Braden Edwards and his team running the TBL TV stream, I'm Chris Cox, and I'll talk to you after the All-Star break right here on the Potawatomi Fire Broadcast Network.